Good morning children. Today we will do the topic lesson number 2, parallels and meridians. Children, you see this globe properly. Can you see it? It is moving on its axis, rotating on its axis. Can you see some lines on the globe? Yes, you can see. They are the imaginary lines drawn on the globe. Why, you know? To locate places and to find out the time. Now today in this lesson we will discuss what are these imaginary lines. There are some horizontal lines and some parallel lines. Children, Earth rotates on its axis. The 2 points of the globe is called North Pole and South Pole. These imaginary lines are called parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. They are drawn for locating places. Suppose I am flying from India to USA, or I am going from England to Australia, or I am flying from Brazil to China. Now how the pilots locate the places? It is through these imaginary lines called parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. Children, these 2 points are called, the upper point is called North Pole and the down point is called South Pole. As you can see, one dark line is drawn on the globe, a circular line. It is called equator. Equator divides the earth into 2 equal halves. It divides the earth into 2 equal parts. The upper part is called northern hemisphere and the lower part is called southern hemisphere. We, the people of India, live in the northern hemisphere. Australia, New Zealand, Africa, South Africa, Brazil, South America, continent are all located in the southern hemisphere. As you can see, there are number of circular lines. They are all called parallels of latitude. What are they called? Parallels of latitude. These circular lines are drawn at an equal distance of 1 degree each. But in the globe, it is not possible to show each and every line, as we have discussed in the previous lesson, that globe cannot show everything in detail. So, we have drawn some important lines. Please remember children, this equator, the longest circular line or the longest line of latitude is 0 degree. After 0 degree, this is the starting point. We go 90 degree up in the northern hemisphere and 90 degree down in the southern hemisphere. So, we have total 90 plus 90, 180, and one circular line at the middle, that is the equator, as 1. So, we have 181 parallels of latitude. Is it clear to you? Once more I repeat. There are 181 parallels of latitude drawn on the globe at the distance, at an equal distance of 1 degree. The starting point is equator, which is 0 degree, and from there we move towards the North Pole, as I just told you. That is the point. That is not a circle, it is only a point. And again, in the southern hemisphere also we have South Pole, which is only a point. Others all are complete circle. Only the North Pole and the South Pole is just a point. Others are all complete circle. They are at an equal distance. All the parallels of latitude. They do not touch. They do not meet. They are at an equal distance. So it is helpful for us for locating places. That's why these imaginary lines are drawn on the globe. Or if you open your book of atlas, which you have it in your home, you will see these latitudinal lines. So the parallel lines drawn on the globe are called latitudinal lines, and there are 181 latitudinal lines. Equator is 0 degree, which divides the earth into 2 equal halves. Then the next important line is called Tropic of Cancer. Now the Tropic of Cancer is in the northern hemisphere. Children, it is interesting to note that Tropic of Cancer passes through India and it passes through Gujarat. If you visit a place called Mehsana, little far ahead of Ahmedabad, you will see a board put up there. Many may have noticed it. It's written, the Tropic of Cancer passes through here. Now, children, as I told you, it's an imaginary line. We don't have any such line drawn on the earth. Have you ever seen any lines drawn on the earth? No, never. They are all imaginary lines which the people have drawn for locating places. This 23.5 degree north is called Tropic of Cancer. Similarly, as we have Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere, this line, we have similarly another line called Tropic of Capricorn, and it is 23.5 degrees south. Now you will put up a question that how do we know that 23.5 degrees north is here and 23.5 degree south is here? Children, they are all marked from 0 to 90 degree in the northern hemisphere and 0 to 90 degree in the southern hemisphere. For our understanding purpose, all the lines that are from equator to North Pole are marked as north. And all the lines that are drawn from equator to South Pole are all marked as S or south, so that there is no confusion that whether it is 23.5 degrees in the northern hemisphere or 23.5 degree south is in which hemisphere. Okay, so Tropic of Cancer is another important line which is at which degree? At 23.5 degree north. By north you can understand it is in the northern hemisphere. 23.5 degrees south is in the southern hemisphere. Similarly, the next important parallel line is the Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle is in the northern hemisphere here. 66.5 degree north. If you open your atlas and your textbook, you will see these lines clearly. In the assignment also, I have sent the diagram of these important lines. So kindly refer to that diagram for your better understanding. Similarly, as we have Arctic Circle as 66.5 degree north, we have Antarctic Circle which is here and it is 66.5 degree south. Yes, because it is in the southern hemisphere. And the last two important parallel lines are North Pole and South Pole. North Pole is 90 degree and South Pole is 90 degree south. Yes. So again I repeat the important parallel lines. The important parallel lines are equator 0 degree, which is the largest parallel line. Then we have 23.5 degree north, which is in the northern hemisphere, and interestingly that line passes through India. Then we have exactly 23.5 degrees south in the southern hemisphere. Arctic Circle is in the northern hemisphere. It is 66.5 degree north, and Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degrees south. So in which hemisphere it would be? Yes, you are correct. It is in the southern hemisphere. And the last important line is the point which we have discussed. It is 90 degree north, the North Pole, and 90 degree south, the South Pole. So these are the important parallel lines. They all are circular lines except for North Pole and South Pole. They are just points. They don't cross or intersect with each other. They are drawn at an equal distance. Is it clear? Now we will come to the meridians of longitude. As you have seen the circular lines, there are lines drawn from the North Pole to South Pole from these lines. Okay, they are called meridians of longitude. The meridians of longitudes are drawn all over the globe, and how many are there? There are 360 lines of longitude. Now, the question was that as we have discussed that equator is the line which divides the earth into two equal halves, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Now which line will we take to find out that this is the center of lines of longitude? As I have told you, there are 360 lines of long, like we say now, turn 360 degree means full turn. One full turn is called 360 degrees turn. Okay, whatever it is. Now these lines of longitude which you can see drawn from North Pole to South Pole, they are 360 lines. Now the scientist had a discussion that where would they take as a center point. Which line would be considered as the center of longitude? Now it was decided that the line passing through Greenwich, it is in London and it is a scientific observatory center. There the line which is passing, we will see in your textbook the picture is given, and that line is considered as the center line and it is called prime meridian. Children, remember the line that passes through London, Greenwich, London, is 0 degree, and we have 180 lines on the eastern side and 180 lines on the western side of the this prime meridian. The prime meridian is the starting point. Now children, all your time, where we measure that time is different in different countries, we all know that. If you have traveled international flights, you will see that you have to adjust your watch according to GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. Now as the countries are towards the eastern side, they are ahead. Like we are fixed in one place. Children, you must be knowing it. The earth is not fixed in one place. It is rotating from east to west. So east to west it is rotating. So we can see that the sun is rising on the eastern part of, but it is not rising. The sun is fixed in one place. We are rotating. So when we are moving from one country to another country, we have to adjust our clock, and this is how we measure the time. The time is measured through parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. So you remember that meridians, the prime meridian that is passing through Greenwich in London is taken as the center one. It is 0 degree, and there are 180 parallel lines of longitude in the eastern part and 180 in the western part. Children, as you just watch the diagram, this is the globe or our earth, and this is the dotted line. Suppose it is the equator. This is the line which divides the earth into two equal halves, and we have similar parallel lines in the northern hemisphere also, and similar parallel lines in the southern hemisphere also. So how many lines of latitude do we have? We have 181 lines of latitude. Similarly, you can see the dotted lines running from North Pole to South Pole. This is called meridians of longitude. The line that passes through Greenwich in London is taken as the center, and that is 0 degree, and from there we have 180 lines towards the eastern part of the world, and again we have 180 lines towards the western part. And you will see in the globe or in your atlas or in your textbook that the line are used, means the part which is in the eastern part, eastern side of the prime meridian, they are ahead. The time is ahead. Like if my watch says that it is 10 o'clock in the morning, people in America will be having still night time. So the countries which are in the western part of the prime meridian or Greenwich line, they are behind. We are ahead. So all the eastern countries, Australia, then Japan or China, New Zealand, they are all ahead. And the countries which are in the northern American continents or in the southern America, Pacific Ocean, they are behind. So this is why these lines are drawn. And this network means cutting each other, parallels and the meridians cut each other at right angle at 90 degree, and it is called grid. And this is how we locate place. Like we say it is this place is London maybe, or this place is India, or here we have Australia, Sydney, or here we have Brazil. So this is how we locate place, and this is how we find out the time. So that's why we have parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude, and this is called the grid. Hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you, children.